Is this on me now? Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I know I may seem like quality today because I've actually had a camera for like the longest. Like, I have a real camera, I just never use it, and I'm always recording on my phone. So say hi to her. You're finally seeing her. Hello. But that's besides the point. Okay, so I know I've been gone for a little bit, not too long for you like to notice, but like a little bit in my head, because I'm like, I'm not sticking to my schedule. So I'm like, okay, Isabel, we gotta get back on it. We gotta get back on it. And the inspiration for this video is that I recently stopped doing therapy because, you know, funds and like I'm paying for myself, so a wee bit expensive. But I just wanted to do a review about it because I've been in therapy for 6 months, I think from like August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 7 months now, hello. And I just wanted to do a review about it and just talk about it a little bit. So I've been using BetterHelp.com. It's online therapy where you can like FaceTime or online call a therapist, phone calls. You can do 24/7 chats. Very good. I loved therapy in the sense that I like the accessibility of it. Like, I can schedule anytime I want with them, and it didn't have to be a certain time, like, oh, this many times a week. Like, you can schedule every day of the week if you wanted to. They had like groupinars where like different like therapists or, you know, counselors, they would have like different themed groupinars. One may be about like healing something, or like trauma, or like self-care. There's certain different kinds of like themed groupinars they would have. So that was really cool, just like all in that on the package. And like, I think I did like the $60 a week one. But that's really affordable in the sense that like I know lots of therapy sessions are like 100 an hour type of thing, like when we used to be in person type of therapy. But it was just $60 a week, which is not bad, but you know, like paying for it myself is getting a little tedious. So I had to stop that for a little bit. But my therapist, I'll say her name, but you know who you are, girl. I just came into therapy with the intention of like healing all sorts of stuff in my life. And I didn't know what to expect out of therapy, because when we all think of therapy, we think of like, oh, there's something wrong with you, so you're trying to get it fixed. Like, you're crazy. It's simply just like sometimes having someone who can objectively talk you through your emotions or whatever you're going through, instead of like, you know, we all have our support groups, our friends, our siblings, our family, but sometimes we need like an objective, like educated perspective on our problems. And like, it's really humbling to like actually hear like how you can actually fix it, like steps you can actually take to fix it, not just like, you know, affirmations and just support from our friends. We love support, but sometimes we just need that objective like talk through, and someone to just listen to, you know, like just listen objectively and not just automatically agree with you, or just try to like make you feel better. Like, of course, ultimately they want you to like progress, but in the moment they'll tell you the hard truth, and like just scientifically backed up ways to heal with what your trauma is, and like define what certain traumas can be triggered from, and like all those sorts of things. I personally loved it because I think I've always read like the self-help books and like healing books and like all these spiritual things, and I got crystals, I got this, I got that. I'm just trying to fix myself, you know, trying to take care of myself. But sometimes it just like didn't necessarily like work the way therapy helped me work. Like, make scheduling in self-care time. It's like, yeah, we can read all these books, we can do all these affirmations, we can think positive, but it's like actually making and setting time apart in your day for therapy. It's like, all right, it's like kind of telling yourself that you're like, okay, I'm actually setting time aside to put in work to help myself feel better. And that just tells me that how important I am to myself, that I will actually set time aside to do that, rather than just reading the books and like listening, like, you know, saying the affirmations and all that. Actually setting time aside like makes you feel like you're putting yourself first. And like, it was just those small like shifts that made me feel like more, it just helped me progress in my healing process and made me just feel better and like more powerful to be able to like acknowledge and, you know, heal my past. You don't have to be necessarily like in a traumatic state to want to go into therapy. Like, for me, I really wanted to get into therapy. But sometimes you just want like to like, I don't know, maybe like just talk to someone, like I said, like objective way to talk to someone. Like, and also I've learned a lot about myself like from therapy, not just like the things I wanted to address coming in were addressed, but like I've also uncovered other parts of myself that I need to heal, that I didn't know I needed to heal before. Thought processes and like all these sorts of things, like things I didn't even know had labels and were unhealthy, that I was doing before. Like, just helped me uncover all those things I didn't know that I needed help on or that I could improve upon. So therapy does help you address your issues you want to address, but it also helps you uncover and discover other parts of yourself that you potentially could deal with, and like that could be also stopping you from doing like day-to-day tasks that you don't even know is affecting you. I don't know. Therapy could not be for everyone. I know people who are just living blissfully and just having a blast and like just know how to cope with their own mental stresses and stuff, but I do recommend it for everybody, because sometimes like we can uncover stuff about ourselves that we didn't know we needed to fix, or that was like hindering us from doing things, like certain thought processes that we thought were normal, like certain thought processes that we grew up with from our parents, like some like that we didn't even know was hindering us, and just all the certain perspectives and certain lenses that we may have that we didn't know that were unhealthy. Just a lot of things that therapy can help you uncover, and like it's like self-exploration, like you're finding out about yourself and you're actually taking, like, it's like I said, it's a form of self-care to me. Like you're taking time aside to put in the work to make sure you're good mentally and help you cope with stress and just all sorts of things. So it's a short little video, and I just want to express how much I love therapy and like how it's actually not just, we need to remove that negative connotation behind it, because when everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm in therapy, they're like, you're crazy. You're crazy, you're just crazy, you're just crazy, whatever. But it should just be like, oh yeah, I'm in therapy. It should be more normalized, because it's not just about like, oh, I'm broken, I need to be fixed. More so it's about like, I'm trying to enhance myself, and you know, I'm seeking self-exploration. So that's what my takeaway is from therapy from 7 months in. And you don't have to like do therapy for the rest of your life. Like I was talking to my therapist during our last session, this emotional last session. People should like either have like therapy only in like their traumatic areas of their lives, or should be like a lifetime thing. And she was just like, well, everyone has different transitionary periods in their lives, so therapy could be helpful during those transitionary periods, so they don't have to necessarily like do it their whole life, like just have a therapist forever. That's kind of excessive. But during transitionary periods, like I needed one because I'm, you know, transitionary period in my life, and it's calmed down, so I'm like in a calm place. But like when I graduate, go to work, do adult things, I'm gonna hit her up again, because it's like going to be another transitionary period in my life. So it just depends on your preferences, and you don't even have to have a therapist if you don't want one. But I recommend it for everyone, because it really uncovers a lot of ourselves that we don't really even know needs to be uncovered. So that was a spiel, but I hope you enjoyed that. Tell me what you think about therapy, if you're a fan of it, if you're doing it, if you've done it. So just let me know. All right, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. All right, bye.